Well, people, it seems like every day the powers speak, and today is no exception. Happy Monday, July 6th of 2026. I have 10:33 in the a.m. Welcome to Friend Shot Blue. I am Friend Shot Pearson, and praise God for whom all blessings flow. So yes, Trump did something this morning which has never been done before. The bell. He rang the New York Stock Exchange bell in the Oval Office. I literally scratched my head on this one, like, is there any significance? And there is. So let's get into it. Let's see what the 5C's got to say. But also, overnight, a few rumblings out of Iran toward America and Israel, and Benjamin Netanyahu throwing a curve, so to speak. He's pointing out that he's got another ally as well. Let's get into it. Let's see how many times Trump rings his bell and see if it's significant, because they speak through numbers and symbology. Check it out.
Chair and CEO, and Nelson Griggs, NASDAQ president, along with Jeff Sprecher of ICE and Lynn Martin of the
Look, I think this is something that crosses a lot of party lines. I do think that we want a little bit more information, because we're now hearing we'll get perhaps SpaceX, that they might get SpaceX shares, and do you have to sell the SpaceX? And apparently people say you don't. I don't know if this was going to be, this was just going to be index fund.
I can remember speaking to Brad Gerstner. I mean, I really, obviously delved very important here years and years ago about this idea, and frankly thinking, all right, good luck with that. It sounds like a great idea, but getting it done, and here we are. It could be an important way for young people, as the president said, to have access to the stock market and create wealth over time, right? It's when you're born, you get $1,000, it's in the S&P, and then you start to have access to it starting at 18.
I mean, look, it's right. Are we possibly seeing a bubble? Will there be money put in right now? Because if this is as big as people are talking about, then I think you're going to see a nice S&P. Not much talking about that. What's that, Liberty?
Yeah, he's not giving it back, is he?
40 times. And how many times did he ring the bell? Let's see.
Then I think you're going to see a nice S&P. Not much talking about that. What's that, Liberty?
I count 11. Let's do it again.
Have access to it starting at 18.
I mean, look, it's right. Are we possibly seeing a bubble? Will there be money put in right now? Because if this is as big as people are talking about, then I think you're going to see a nice S&P. Not much talking about that. What's that, Liberty?
So we can debate. The first one was soft, but I'm going to say 11 and a claim. A little bit, didn't get enough on it. But people, he rang that bell 40 times. That is, the New York Stock Exchange. They rang the bell 40 times. And I had to really scratch my head. 40 times? My mind went straight to Noah. 40 days and 40 nights, right? How long did it rain with Noah? 40 days and 40 nights. 40 days and 40 nights. When you think about that symbology, you got to think about a change, something new. Because once it rained, it wiped away all that was. Then Noah sent out the raven and the dove. Let's go see if we got some dry land. You know the story. The bottom line is a new world order. God sustained his order through Noah and got rid of the other one. Is that what this is about? I think it is. I think it is. If you look at the ladies that are around Trump, he's flanked with black and the white. The black and the white. Almost like you got going to a funeral, yet you become angelic when you get to heaven. That's how I know that the paradigm of the chessboard is black and white. But yeah, the black and the white reminds me of a funeral, and then boom, now you're a saint. People, time is short. The symbology is real. You know, it was King Charles who talked about the bell back in the day. When did King Charles say, don't ring the bell? What did he say? He told, yeah, here it is. He gifted President Trump the original conning tower bell from the, he says, quote, may it stand as a testimony to our nation's shared history and shine forever. And should you ever need to get a hold of us, well, just give us a ring. Just give us a ring. Trump had a bell that was given to him by King Charles. Let's see if that connects here. Remember that bell? A lot of bells going on. Now, when is the whistle, right? Bells and whistles. Let's look at that date. April 28th, 2026. April 28th, 2026. Okay, spur of the moment decode. Let's see. Do I have enough windows open up? I can get through it. April 28th, 2026. April 28th, 2026. And then this is 7/6. April 28th, 2026. Well, my friend, the time has come. April 28th, 2026. Trump was given a bell by King Charles. July 6th is today. The difference is 2/12. Abraham Lincoln's birthday, people, is 2/12. I've been saying the last few days, we're in the Lincoln moment. We're in the Abraham Lincoln moment, people. There's Brother Abe, and that's his birthday, February 12th. The symbology is real. We were at the Mount Rushmore. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. Trump went to the Teddy Roosevelt Museum, well, the Teddy Roosevelt Library, and now, since that's complete, we're in the Lincoln moment, and I'm convinced this is symbology. Trump will not be around. He's going to say goodbye, and they're trying to speak to us, people. I don't care what nobody say. They ring that bell 40 times. That's the new world order, because 40 days and 40 nights it rained, and that was something new for the age. Do you understand the connection here? There's no doubt about it. Now let's look at it. July 6, 2026, that's today, right here. Now, August 14, 2026, that's exactly 40 days from now. 40. He rang the bell 40 times. But what is August 14th? That's symbolic. August 14th, back in the day, Japan surrendered. In fact, they gave America unconditional surrender for World War II. Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombs. They speaking, they're telling you what's coming. A global conflict, and I believe an economic crash, and I'll show you this also. Now, Trump was at the New York Stock Exchange physically December 12th, 2024. December 12th, 2024. Let's look at that. December 12th, 2024, right there. July 6th is today. He was there a year ago, and 6/24. I know you're screaming because we didn't see 624 so many times. It's ridiculous. Remember, on June 24th, 624, Lionel Richie got sick on stage. He had to cancel his concert that day. 624, and he was in Minnesota, the Twin Cities, symbolic of the Twin Towers in New York, which is 9/11. So 624, Lionel Richie. A psychic the same day predicted that the UFOs would zap up 2 soccer players and take 700 people on the mothership. What else do we have for 624? The lady who climbed the Empire State Building last week, her birthday is 624. And also the soccer phenomenon, his name is Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi, he plays for Argentina. His birthday is 624. And again, Lionel Richie, you got Lionel Messi, Lionel Richie. Lionel Richie got sick on Lionel Messi's birthday. And now you have 624 here. It's a lot to remember, but I want you to understand, they're speaking 624. Trump was at the stock exchange back in the day, subtracted from today, gives you a year in 624. They speaking, babe. It's time to go home. We about to go see the Lord. Now the Federal Reserve was founded December 23rd, 1913. And that was in relation to, a lot of people speculate, the Titanic. The Titanic had X amount of millionaires get on the ship. They died. Those who didn't get on the ship, they were in favor of the Federal Reserve. So December 23rd, 1913, from today, look at that. December 23rd, 1913, Federal Reserve. Today is July 6th. The difference is 614. 12 years, 112 years, and 614. June 14th is Trump's birthday. What are the odds? Then look at this here. The New York Stock Exchange opened up May 17th, 1792. May 17, 2027, the next birthday, New York Stock Exchange right there. Today is 7/6/2026. The difference is 45. Trump's the 45th president. They don't expect the masses to understand what they're doing. But God has given me this beautiful gift to figure it out. He rang that bell 40 times, y'all. The new world order's coming. The golden age. They slick, and Trump's leaving. Now, let's go into this Fox News, because this is in part how they're going to do it. They need a global conflict, and the Middle East is something they've been working on since the late 40s, early 50s. A global conflict brings everybody into it, especially with the Strait of Hormuz. Check this out. Benjamin Netanyahu's coming to the White House soon. He spoke on Fox. Check it out.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu right now. Mr. Prime Minister, thanks so much for the time. First off, we've been seeing the funeral of the Ayatollah, who was killed in the initial strikes of the battle in Operation Epic Fury. What is your takeaway from the turnout and the fact that it was attended by Saudi Arabia, Oman, as well as Qatar? They sent delegations.
Look, Iran is a...
Are people turning away from Israel gradually?
a nation of about 90 million. About 80% of them hate this regime and would like to see it gone. But you still have, quite a few million, a minority that they can bring to the streets. And what do they shout in the streets? I don't know if you heard this, Brian. They were shouting, death to Trump, death to me, of course, but death to Trump. We have to kill Trump, death to America. This is what is the face of this minority that has taken over, hijacked this talented people, Indian people, the people who fight for freedom, have been massacred on the streets for freedom. So I think that if the Iranian people were given a chance, they'd throw these bums out. And I think we have to recognize that. They are not America's friend, and we should...
People, it's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. People are turning, people are tired, and the war drums are beating. Now watch this continuation, what he's got to say.
That the fact that we basically hammered the Iranian regime, we've weakened it substantially, and that opens up the path for some other peace deals. That's what I'd like to advance. The other thing I'd like to say, because we're on the verge of the president's going to Turkey, look, Turkey is a great country, governed by a man who calls for the annihilation of Israel. He occupies half of Cyprus, a NATO country. He's threatening Greece and other NATO countries. And he talks openly about conquering Jerusalem. His foreign minister, his number two, said that the Jewish state hasn't a place among humanity. Basically, it has to be wiped out. His interior minister, said he looks forward to be the governor of Jerusalem. Well, for a regime infected by the Muslim Brotherhood, an extreme movement that hates America and chants death to America from that side of the spectrum, I don't think they should be given F-35s or the engines for their fighter jets, because that'll upset the power balance in the Middle East, which is ultimately guaranteed by Israeli air superiority and also by, I think, by America's posture in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Now, I did a video the other day in relation to that. Trump wants to give Turkey this money, $700 million. I don't know if it's approved by Congress yet. And of course, Israel is not eye to eye with that. They want to be the superior military in that region. So what is Trump doing? But check this out. This is part of the video I did the other day. Let's just look at it for what it is.
Just quietly gave the green light to something Israel has spent years trying to block. This week, the administration notified Congress about a $700 million deal to sell Turkey jet engines for Erdogan's own stealth fighter program. Turkey got kicked out of the actual F-35 program back in 2019 for buying Russian S-400 defenses. Trump's been hinting for months he wants to bring them back in anyway. And it's starting to look like Erdogan might be getting what he wants, not through Congress, but through Trump himself. Israel isn't worried Turkey would actually use any of this against them. Israel is worried about losing the one edge that's kept them ahead for 50 years, air supremacy. Every advanced system that lands in another country's hands in that region makes that edge a little less sharp. And Turkey isn't exactly neutral vis-a-vis Israel's actions here. It's been one of the loudest voices against Israel's war in Gaza, so you've got a furious NATO ally getting closer to American military technology, while Israel is working every channel it has to stop it. Subscribe to my channel.
It's something else, people. It's something else. We got ourselves in a fix. And Trump is going to bring us here and then leave. I don't know how they're going to do it, but it's going to be fake. Trump's going to leave. Now, I've done this before, but I want you to see how interesting I believe this is. Brian Kilmeade. This is the guy who interviewed Benjamin Netanyahu this morning. This is the anchor, the guy from Fox News. May 7th, 64 is his birthday. Benjamin Netanyahu's birthday is October 21st, 1949. When you subtract their birthdays, literally, Benjamin Netanyahu, Brian Kilmeade, their birthdays are 14 years apart and 622. What happened on 622? We bombed Iran on 622, Operation Midnight Hammer. You think that's coincidence that this Fox News anchor interviewed Benjamin Netanyahu and 622 comes out? Here's your receipts. 621, 622, Operation Midnight Hammer, we bombed Iran. Come on, man. Come on. Now look, February 28th, 2026, we bombed Iran and killed the Ayatollah Khomeini. They got his funeral going on right now. July 6th is today. The difference is 4/11. What is 4/11? Remember, I believe there was a warning. White House Correspondents' Dinner. This one guy, Cole Thomas Allen, he ran through. I called him Paul Revere. Look at this. Because again, the decode screams 411. 411 is information. And how did I get that again? February 28th, Operation Midnight Hammer. Subtract this from today, gives you 411. 411 is information. Well, Paul Revere was bringing information. He was warning. Okay, here you go. I want to reintroduce to you Cole Thomas Allen. Birthday, 4/11/1995. 411 is information. So his birthday is 411. That's the point. Cole Thomas Allen was bringing information. He was wrapped in foil. Judas betrayed Christ. 30 pieces of silver foil. Someone will be betrayed very soon. That's the message. Someone will be betrayed very soon. Now, someone sent me a text last week and said, Pearson, he's wrapped in aluminum foil. Well, you put foil on you in the movies so the UFO people can't, read your mind. Is that what this is also about? Does it have multiple meanings? Because the UFOs, are they coming? Are they planning a fake rapture? A fake UFO invasion in relation to this so-called WAR? Guy is a messenger. American Revolution, War, 9/3/1783. 9/3/1783, April 11th, is Cole Thomas Allen's birthday. 211 years, 79. Trump is 79 years old. He came to warn. So what did he do? Like Paul Revere, he ran. He ran. Trump was 79 years old at the time. Now check this out. Yeah, because Trump became 80 years old on 6/14. Now look at this. Correspondence dinner is April 25th, 2026. Right here, correspondence dinner. That guy ran, Cole Thomas Allen. Today is July 6th. That was 2 months and 12 days ago. What's your 212? Again, Abraham Lincoln, that's his birthday. We're in the Lincoln moment, people. We're in the Lincoln moment. This is what's coming. These powers, they got fallen angel technology. I'm glad I have this gift. I can see through it. Benjamin Netanyahu was reelected December 29th, 2022. December 29th, 2022, right here. December 29th, 2022, Benjamin Netanyahu was reelected. December 12th, 2022, right here. Today is July 6th, 2026. The difference is 3 years and 6/11. What is 6/11? That started the FIFA games. That started the FIFA games. And look at it like this. If Trump rang this bell 11 times, like I believe he did, Trump rang this bell 11 times. The FIFA game started on 6/11. Trump is going to be at the last FIFA game in New York on July 19th. So ring the bell 11 times. This came up, 6/11. Well, Trump is in row 1, seat 1. When you put it together, that makes it 11, doesn't it? Are they trying to tell us something? Is something going to happen that day? Will there be a UFO invasion that day? And Trump is zapped up. I know it sounds crazy, but just put it out there. Why did he only ring the bell 11 times? And how come the New York Stock Exchange bell was 40 times? 40 is something new. You know, all through the Bible was 40 times, for 40. Fox News was created. Fox News was established October 7th, 1996. Fox News. Take that date and subtract it from Benjamin Netanyahu's birthday. Fox News versus Benjamin Netanyahu's birthday gives you 46 years. 11/22/1963 is when JFK died. And JFK died at 46 years old. What are the odds, people? All this is lining up just right. Everything is lining up. And just so you know, Benjamin Netanyahu is praising the name and the country of India. They met recently, and that's all over the news too. This is what's happening. India became, let's see here. India was established January 26, 1950, right here. And January 26, 1950, right here. July 6, 2026 is today. The difference is 76 years. America was founded July 4, 1776, and 514. So India is a strong ally of Israel. And guess what? This comes out to 76 and 514. What is 514? 514 is Israel's birthday. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. Let me see here. Economist magazine, a look ahead. There's a magazine cover that I pointed something out. This one here. You can see, let me make a picture of it. You can see here, Modi, the Prime Minister of India. You can see him here. One arm up, one arm down, like the Baphomet, as above, so below, and there's Trump. 250-year birthday cake, there's the swords, and then America goes into lockdown. You see that? You see that? Those are handcuffs, and there's the missiles on the side. Economist magazine, the world ahead, 2026. Modi and Israel are tight now. And here's Modi in the back of Trump. Stay prayed up. Get right, stay right, get ready for the flight. Our Lord and Savior is coming soon. God bless you.